The Enigma of Darkwater Lake. Copyright 2024. Essa Milila. All rights reserved. In the heart of a dense and ancient forest, hidden from the eyes of most, lay a lake shrouded in mystery and fear. Darkwater Lake, as it was known by the locals, was said to be a place of otherworldly wonders and dangers. For generations, tales of strange fish and fearsome creatures that lurked beneath its surface had been whispered around Viking hearths, but few dared to venture close. Bjorn the Brave, a seasoned Viking warrior known for his insatiable curiosity and unyielding spirit, had always been fascinated by the legends of Darkwater Lake. One evening, as the village gathered around the fire, Bjorn announced his intention to uncover the truth behind the lake's dark reputation. "Darkwater Lake has haunted our dreams for too long," Bjorn declared, his voice resolute. "It's time we face the unknown and discover what lies beneath its waters. Who will join me on this quest?" A murmur rippled through the crowd, but one by one, Bjorn's loyal companions stepped forward. His fierce sister, Freydis, known for her sharp mind and deadly aim with a bow, was the first to volunteer. Next was Erik, a skilled tracker and Bjorn's closest friend, who had an uncanny ability to navigate the densest forests. Finally, Ragna, a healer with knowledge of ancient runes and magic, joined the group, sensing that they would need her skills. The following morning, the group set out at dawn, armed with weapons, supplies, and a determination to uncover the secrets of Darkwater Lake. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the air grew colder, and an eerie silence enveloped them. The dense canopy of trees blocked out the sun, casting long shadows that seemed to dance and whisper. After hours of navigating the labyrinthine forest, they arrived at the edge of the lake. The water was dark and still, its surface reflecting the twisted trees and the overcast sky. A sense of foreboding hung in the air, but Bjorn's resolve did not waver. As they set up camp, Freydis and Erik scouted the perimeter, searching for any signs of danger. Ragna gathered herbs and prepared protective runes, sensing that the lake's magic was potent and unpredictable. Bjorn stood at the water's edge, studying the lake's surface, trying to discern any movement below. Night fell, and the group gathered around a small fire, discussing their plans for the following day. Suddenly, a faint ripple appeared on the lake's surface, followed by a low, guttural growl that seemed to emanate from the depths. The group froze, their eyes scanning the dark waters for any sign of movement. Without warning, a creature emerged from the lake, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. It was unlike anything they had ever seen, a monstrous fish with elongated limbs and sharp, serrated teeth. The creature lunged at them, its growl turning into a terrifying roar. Bjorn and his companions sprang into action, weapons drawn. Freydis fired arrows with deadly precision, Erik wielded his spear with unmatched skill, and Bjorn swung his battle axe with unyielding strength. Ragna chanted protective spells, her runes glowing with magical energy. The battle was fierce, but the group's unity and determination prevailed. The creature, wounded and disoriented, retreated back into the lake, leaving the warriors breathing heavily but unscathed. "We must be prepared for more attacks," Bjorn said, his voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through his veins. "There are more secrets to uncover, and we will not leave until we have faced them all." As the night wore on, the group remained vigilant, their resolve stronger than ever. They knew that the enigma of Darkwater Lake was far from solved, and the true danger had yet to reveal itself. As dawn broke over Darkwater Lake, the forest awoke with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. Bjorn, Freydis, Erik, and Ragna gathered around the remnants of their campfire, discussing the events of the previous night. "We must find out what lies beneath the surface," Bjorn said, his gaze fixed on the dark, still waters of the lake. "There is more to this place than we know, and we must uncover its secrets if we are to protect our people." Freydis nodded in agreement. "I'll keep watch from the treetops," she said, her eyes sharp and determined. "If there are more creatures like the one we faced, we need to be ready." Erik and Ragna prepared their supplies, while Bjorn fashioned a makeshift raft from fallen logs and vines. With their plan in place, they ventured onto the lake, paddling cautiously as they surveyed the surroundings. The water was eerily calm, its surface reflecting the overcast sky and the twisted trees that lined the shore. As they drifted further from the safety of the shore, the group couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Suddenly, the raft jolted, and a massive shadow passed beneath them. Bjorn tightened his grip on his paddle, his muscles tensed and ready for action. "Stay alert," he warned. "We don't know what we're dealing with yet." The shadow reappeared, circling the raft with deliberate predatory movements. Freydis, from her vantage point in the trees, signaled to the group that more creatures were approaching from the depths of the lake. Erik, ever the keen observer, spotted something glinting on the shore. "Look there," he said, pointing to a spot where the water met the land. "Something is buried in the mud." With careful precision, they paddled toward the shore, their eyes never leaving the water. As they reached the muddy bank, Bjorn and Erik disembarked, wading through the muck to uncover the hidden object. It was an ancient, rusted chest, adorned with intricate carvings and runes. "This could hold the key to understanding the lake's mysteries," Ragna said, her eyes wide with curiosity. "We must open it." Using their weapons, they pried open the chest, revealing a collection of scrolls and artifacts. Ragna carefully examined the scrolls, her knowledge of runes allowing her to decipher the ancient texts. "These scrolls speak of an ancient curse," she explained. "The creatures in the lake are guardians, bound to protect a powerful relic hidden deep within the waters. The curse was placed by a long-forgotten sorcerer to prevent anyone from taking the relic." As they absorbed this revelation, the water around them began to churn, and more of the monstrous fish-like creatures emerged from the depths, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. "We must break the curse," Bjorn said, determination burning in his eyes. "We need to find the relic and end this nightmare once and for all." With the scrolls and artifacts safely stowed away, the group made their way back to camp, fending off the relentless attacks of the lake's guardians. Their unity and skill saw them through, but they knew that the true challenge lay ahead. As night fell once more, they prepared for the final leg of their journey. Armed with the knowledge they had gained, they would dive into the depths of Darkwater Lake to retrieve the relic and lift the ancient curse. "We've come this far," Bjorn said, his voice steady and resolute. "Together we will face whatever lies below and bring an end to this darkness." The group nodded in agreement, their spirits unwavering. They knew that the path ahead would be fraught with danger, but their bond and determination would see them through. With the knowledge of the ancient curse and the relic that held the key to Darkwater Lake's mysteries, Bjorn, Freydis, Erik, and Ragna prepared for their final challenge. They knew that retrieving the relic would require them to dive into the depths of the lake and face whatever dangers awaited below. As dawn broke, they gathered their courage and ventured to the edge of the lake once more. Ragna, using her knowledge of ancient runes and magic, inscribed protective symbols on their skin to shield them from the dark forces lurking beneath the water. "Remember, we must stick together," Bjorn said, his voice filled with determination. "Our unity is our greatest strength." With a final nod of agreement, they plunged into the icy waters of Darkwater Lake, their hearts pounding with anticipation. The world around them grew dim and murky as they descended deeper into the lake's depths, the weight of the water pressing in on all sides. The lake was filled with strange, bioluminescent fish that cast an eerie glow, illuminating the way. But as they ventured further, the waters grew darker, and the sense of foreboding intensified. Suddenly, a massive shadow loomed ahead, and they found themselves face to face with a colossal creature. It was an ancient guardian of the lake, its scales shimmering with an otherworldly light. Its eyes glowed with malevolent intelligence, and its massive jaws snapped with deadly precision. Bjorn and Erik brandished their weapons, ready to defend their comrades. Freydis, with her bow and arrows, aimed for the creature's weak points, while Ragna chanted protective spells, her runes glowing with magical energy. The battle beneath the water was fierce and chaotic. The Guardians' movements were swift and powerful, but the group's unity and determination allowed them to hold their ground. Erik and Bjorn struck with precise, coordinated attacks, while Freydis's arrows found their mark with unerring accuracy. As the battle raged on, Ragna sensed the presence of the relic. She swam toward a hidden alcove, where the ancient artifact lay embedded in the rock. With a powerful incantation, she freed the relic from its resting place, and the lake's waters seemed to tremble in response. With the relic in hand, Ragna joined her companions in the fight against the Guardian. The creature, sensing the loss of the relic's power, grew more desperate and ferocious. But the group's unity and strength prevailed, and with one final coordinated strike, they defeated the Guardian, leaving it to sink into the depths. As they swam to the surface, the waters began to clear, and the oppressive darkness lifted. The relic's power radiated a calming, purifying energy, dispelling the malevolent magic that had plagued the lake for centuries. They emerged from the water, their spirits lifted, and their hearts filled with triumph. The forest around Darkwater Lake seemed to come alive with vibrant energy, and the air was filled with the songs of birds and the rustling of leaves. Bjorn, Freydis, Erik, and Ragna stood at the water's edge, holding the relic that had brought an end to the curse. They knew that their journey had not only saved their people, but had also forged an unbreakable bond between them. "Today we have faced the darkness and emerged victorious," Bjorn declared, his voice strong and resolute. "We have proven that together we can overcome any challenge." Freydis, Erik, and Ragna nodded in agreement, their eyes reflecting the pride and unity they felt. They had uncovered the secrets of Darkwater Lake, defeated the ancient curse, and restored balance to the land. The end. Follow, like, and share to support the author.